Die, sucker. Yeah, you can try and launch a bomb at me in the air, sure. Alright, come here, you bastard. Oh, he's dead already. Ah, the joy of fighting in pitch black. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival on Reforged Eden. I'm anoldguygaming, and in this episode, we're going to make further modifications to our small vessel. We're going to add a CPU extension to it, and then more storage space, more thrusters, so that we can haul all of our crap off of this hellish dark planet onto the little bit less hellish red lava planet, where we can see what the hell's going on, where it's warmer. And where we have pretty much every resource that this place has except for wildlife, and you know, we'll deal with that. I mean, we already have 92 pieces of cooked meat as it is, and of course we'll have to put a refrigerator on here to transport that. But you know what? I probably should go on a big hunting trip too. You know, and get fresher meat, because you know this stuff's not going to last forever. And when it does spoil, you know, then of course it'll turn into spoiled food for us, which we can use for crop plots later on. We got lots of sprouts. The only thing that we haven't found off of the woodwalkers is buds. So they seem to drop everything except for buds, and we need buds, of course, for rations. But we do have pumpkins. Pumpkins are my favorite vegetable because they have the highest yield, even though they do take the longest time to produce. So yeah. All right, well, cool. So guys, I'm not gonna show this on camera because I feel like we've already done enough, you know, building for now. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you what I'm gonna do, and then I'll show you the end result. So here again, you know, we're gonna put the CPU extension in this little slot here. We'll figure out a different place for the, you know, for the detector, and then I'm gonna try and add some more extensions to it. We'll just kind of fill this out even further, bulk it up, so we have even more storage space, and then we'll add thrusters to compensate for that, so that we you know, have a really nice hauling vessel, and see, you know, how much of our stuff we can get up to the moon in one fell swoop. I'm trying to decide though if I want to keep this base here as it is, or if we should just, I mean, we have the camp too, right? So we could leave the camp in place. And, you know, because there's a fair chance we will have to come back here, you know, to go hunting once we do get fully moved. So, but, you know, I don't know. If we did keep this here, and if we just left everything as it is and made new stuff, you know, then we have this base and we have a place to go, but I don't know. I mean, the only reason that we would come back here, like I said, that I can think of, is just to go hunting. And that would be come down in the small vessel, kill a bunch of critters, get the meat, and go back home onto the red moon. So, I don't know. I think we're going to pick everything up and just take this with us. Then that way we don't have to remake it. You know, we'll have to redo the core, of course. Did you see what I did there? Core, of course. Kill me. All right, I'll stop. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do. So we just need to make a new building block, which we can do right now. So let's go ahead and make a new base starter. And really, I mean, as long as this guy can haul all of it in one trip, we just pick it all up and take it and go. Pick it up, take it, and go. And, you know, then we're going to have to redo the blocks and all of that up on the moon. We'll just use the stone on top of the spires, because these blocks, first of all, they're going to take forever for me to pick up with this tier 1 multi-tool, and secondly, they're super, super heavy. So I don't think we, you know, we'll leave the structure here, but we'll take all the guns and everything else, you know. All right, guys, well, I'm going to work on this for a bit and try and get it beefed up some more. And, you know, I guess the other thing, too, is we could, if we have to, we could make a couple of trips. We could just take a bunch of portable constructors up there with us, plop them down and wherever our build site's going to be, and then throw stuff in there and then come back for another load. But I mean, it would, as long as we can get away with it, it's not going to hurt to expand this vessel out a little bit more in terms of its storage anyways, because then we can use it for mining and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, anyway, I'll bring you back in a little bit with an update on where we are, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we are under attack, and so I just plopped some turrets on here really quick to see if we can combat these guys as best as we can. I'm still in the middle of building out the ship, so looks like that guy might be stuck in the mountains. Yeah, he is. Okay. So let's get back to the base and take care of the one that's still down there. What in the hell? There we go. Yeah, I just plopped them on the bottom because, I mean, they just, I didn't have time to do anything else. Let's get out a little bit so we can kind of see what the hell's going on here. Kind of roll a little bit so we can get the guns on them. The thing that sucks about this too is we can't, you know, I mean, it's really hard to dogfight in black. We can't really see what the hell's going on. And those guys are tough. There we go. Okay, we got one down. Did we just take that one out? I think we did. Yep. Whoa. See, you don't have a frame of reference when you're just in the void, you know what I mean? I mean, if I went in the cockpit, I do have my gauge there that kind of shows me my, I can't remember what the hell you call that, but the thing that shows me if I'm level or not, or in relation to the, whoa, to the surface of the planet. Are you shooting at... No. I think he's shooting at stuff on the ground. I haven't had time to tell him not to do that, so let's do that right now quickly. Oh, turret. Don't shoot at predators. There. Okay. I have to try and keep him, you know, below me. Or at least... so much... at an angle so the turrets can get to him, you know. Plus, the ship is kind of in an awkward state because I'm in the middle of building it, so it's probably not super aerodynamic right now either. You'll notice, though, that I put thrusters out on the wingtips up and down now, so we have, you know, really good roll. Still have good lift. I think we lost a sentry, too, when the bombs hit the base before I started the recording. Got him. Oh, man. That's down, huh? We were pretty much upside down. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can get the lootskis off these guys. Man, if they ever put collision damage in this game, it's going to be a whole new situation. They really need to, though. Make sure we don't fall off of there. You were a son of a bitch to kill, but look at that. Power coils and fusion cells, or whatever they're called. Alright, so we took care of that. Might be fun to investigate that small cave before we completely leave this place. There's a mountain there. Oh, man. Ah! I can't see. I hate this place. I hate it with a passion. We need to get the hell out of here. And it won't happen anytime too soon, I can tell you that much. All right. Those other ones we shot down have probably despawned. Is that the one we just came from? I'm thinking it is, because I'm not seeing anything else. Alright. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage. In fact, we lost our door on the base. Jeez Louise. Well, all the more reason why we just got to get the hell out of here. We really do. And if we can do it before the next attack comes, that would be favorably. That would be favorable. Favorably favorable. Alright, let's see if we can get back inside, though. We're going to have to make a new door if we want this to be sealed in here, which we do. Can I still get underneath here? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so let's grab some blocks here just to patch the holes. Yeah, we lost the 2 sentries because they were actually attached to the door. Okay, so we'll make a new bay door, and then yeah, that's not too terribly damaged. I don't think I'm going to repair that right now because I just want to keep. We should repair these though. I want to keep my charges since I don't have an abundance of them. What about these other guys? Yeah, he's damaged. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to get the door back on, do some repairs, and then keep working on the ship, and I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to go. Okay, guys, we're back, and we are once again under attack. We got light bombers this time. So, it's been quite a bit of time, actually. I don't know, 2 or 3 hours in real life. That I've been working on improvements to the small vessel. And I'm still kind of working on it. I had to add another power plant to it because we were over the limit, you know, when we were boosting especially. And of course we don't want that because that's going to cause problems with our generator, damage to our generator and whatnot. Yeah, take him out, baby. Guess I gotta lead the shot a little bit here. Okay, I think he's... What is our range? Oh, our range is 240 meters. Okay. Die, sucker. Yeah, you can try and launch a bomb at me in the air, sure. So, yeah, I added quite a bit more extensions to the vessel. And so, you know, it's a lot heavier and bulkier, more mass, that sort of thing. But, you know, now that we have more power, we can now add some more thrusters to help compensate that. Alright, come here, you bastard. Oh, he's dead already. Ah, the joy of fighting in pitch black. Okay, let's do another squirt here. Okay, we got contacts at about 15. No, he's out of range. These guys are so much faster than I am. We'll pursue him. What? Wow, is he like... He's like really running away from us. Okay, well, it looks like we got another bogue a lot closer. Oh, he's down. Okay. How close is that other one? We might as well loot him now since we're so far away here. Where'd he go? Oh shit, is that other one coming back? He is. Ah, not good. Shit. No, get in. Quick. Get up. Whew. Okay. Oh, I hope we didn't take any severe damage to the vessel. Cockpit's not damaged because there's no cracked glass. Yeah, it's an interesting experience fighting in the dark like this. Is that one still moving? I think we've taken him out too. So, you know, being next to these really tall mountains is kind of a mixed blessing, really. I mean, they get stuck and, you know, that means they're not shooting at us, but it makes it also very hard for us to shoot at them, you know? So, I don't know. Oh, it was an OTR. I still don't know how to say that. Otia. Otia? Let me know in the comments if you guys know how you're supposed to actually pronounce that. Otia? Ota? I don't know. Ten pieces of meat. Very nice. I remember the days in this game where you used to shoot those things, kill those things, and you get one piece of meat. It was like, what the hell? This animal's as big as a cow, and we get one piece of meat off of it? But they have remedied that, fortunately. Okay, we got some fuel and some bombs. We got 2 power coils off the other one, which is good. Alright, I think we're in the clear. Let's go just check these guys one last time, because there's one more that I can loot, and, you know, it could have something very useful to us. So we'll do that, and then we'll get back to business here. Ah! Let's check this one first. There we go. That's the other one. Okay, so we've looted all of them. Alright, while we're here, let's just do a quick once over with our repair gun here. So yeah, this is a pretty capable ship overall, you know. I just needed to get it a little more maneuverable because it's still a little clunky, still a little fat in the ass, you know. So the way we'll do that is we'll of course just add more thrusters to it because it's got plenty of power now to handle more thrusters. Like I said, CPU is going to be the potential choke point now, but you know, we're going to get it as best as we can get it with tier 2 CPU, because I'm not going to spend any more blood, sweat, and tears on trying to get it any higher than that. Okay, I think we're pretty much back in business here. Did I check the cockpit? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we had to add another power plant, so now we have 2 Ginnies, and I've added a bunch more extensions. My brain's not working this morning. So if we look in the ammo box, we now have almost 5,000 volume, and then the harvest controller has 5,605 volume. So that's quite a bit of volume for a small vessel. Let's put that stuff in the fridge for now. So it really, you know, like I said, all that's left, I mean, it's not bad even right now, but I'd like it to be, you know, we don't have our maximum speed, so we got to get that going with some more, you know, drive thrusters. And I want to put some more lift thrusters on it too, just so it can actually handle the weight if we fill it up. I went up to one of the spires off camera and got some wood and loaded it up volume wise, not even half, and it was very fat in the ass at that point, so that means we need more lift thrusters to compensate for that. Remember, though, too, the extensions are serving two purposes. They're extensions, of course, but they're also our armor, because they provide a little bit more armor than normal steel blocks do. Okay, so let's go in here. Back up just a little bit and then flip it around. It's a little wonky looking, I know, but it's functional. It's functional, so. Okay, let's level out. I'm gonna have to hop out for a second. Okay, yeah, the nose is sticking out too far. Okay. I want you to hover. How come you're not hovering? We might have to dock and then relaunch it, because sometimes it stops hovering for some weird reason. There it goes. Get a little higher up. Oh, I should check. Damn it. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever put these sentry guns back up here. I kind of don't like having them on the gate, though, because that's how we lost them the last time. Well, I'm not going to replace them at this point because we're getting ready to leave this place for good, hopefully. One thing I was thinking about, though, is, we'll probably come back here to hunt, but there's also some, POIs like the caves and that sort of thing that we could be exploring too. So, as much as it will pain me to do so, I think we will come back here for those reasons, if nothing else. At least that's the tentative plan at this point, so. Let's go to our container here. We'll take all of those components. Sounds like our dudes are procuring some more food for us. Get our food topped all the way off. Okay, anybody nearby? I especially like it when they shoot the woodwalker that spawns over behind the base here. But I'm not seeing anybody. Okay, let's run over here since we're out here and grab our next little batch of O2. Or not O2, I mean biofuel. Well, no. Yeah, O2. O2 and biofuel, actually. I think I started some biofuel over here. So yeah, we're going to keep this little camp intact. So we have a place, to go when we do come back here, another interesting thing is that we've had, 4 or 5 attacks now? And they have not yet sent a transport with Xerax troops after us. It's always been drones, which I find rather interesting. All right, you guys should have made biofuel. So let's just load you guys back up here, and we'll take a couple of you out and let them keep going. We have 2 more biofuel there. Let's put that in our inventory so we have it for it, when we go out and about. And all right, so thrusters. I want to make some medium thrusters for our lift. So those take 135 CPU, and this takes 220 CPU. So I'm thinking about adding like a third small jet thruster, maybe somewhere in the center of the ship. That could affect our turning a bit, though. If we do 2 more on the outside, that's going to take up 440 CPU points. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back and look at it before I start anything here. So I want to see what we have to work with. We don't have a lot of CPU left, so. We're just trying to squeeze every last bit of CPU out of this tier 2 that we can and make ourselves, you know, a hauling and combat vessel all in one, and mining vessel too. All right, so let's see. So we have a little less than 1,000 CPU to work with. Okay, so we can actually add 2 more. Let's see here. You know, another thing I could do is I could take 2 of these Gatlings off and have just 2 if we have to. I want to keep the turrets on them because the turrets are just so useful. And, you know, we have 1 on top and 2 on the side, 1 on each side. So we basically have coverage just about on all points except for directly underneath, you know, the small vessels. So, all right, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to make 2 more jet thrusters. And then, okay, so that's going to be, what did I say, 420 some odd? 420, so around 450, 11,450. So that'll give us about 550 CPU left to work with. So, can we add... We can add 135. So we can add... Can we add 4 more of these? That would be 500 and... Well, 4 more would be 520. Man, that would put us right at the limit, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try it. Remember, like what I said, is if we have to, we could remove a couple of the Gatling guns. They're nice to haves, but they're not absolutely essential to have, I would think. So whilst we're waiting for those guys to cook up, we're going to go ahead and put... What I'm going to actually probably do is... Let's get in our drone. We could put the jet thrusters down below where these guys are and then move all of that in a bit. The trick here again is we want to keep everything as far out on the wingtips as possible because that affects our turning. And it also affects our roll as well for the vertical thrust. So I'm thinking probably what we should do is move all of this business in. It's going to not going to look that great because it's going to be hanging off the wing and there's going to be a gap there, but I can't do anything about that. It's just the way things work. And then we'll put the other jet thrusters underneath the existing jet thrusters. And then for the lift thrusters, what we might do is take these smaller ones and move those in. And put the mediums out on the wings, because we want the better thrusters out on the wings for roll. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. We're going to put what am I connected to right at the moment? Oh, I'm not connected to anything. Let's connect to this. So we're going to move these guys to this position. These are our braking thrusters. We desperately needed more braking thrust on this vessel. Okay? And then, excuse me. Then we're going to take these thrusters here And we're going to put those... we're going to put the mediums behind these. So... Alright, well, I think what we'll do for the lift thrusters then, we got one in front there, so there isn't really another good place for me to put one in front. That affects pitch, you know, front to back does. So we could put a couple of thrusters here, maybe. Whoops. And then for these other two, I suppose we could just put them here. Okay. Maybe, instead of doing that... Well, nah, I want maximum lift. Because remember, this is also a hauler, among other things, so I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I was going to maybe put one of these up on top here for more pitch and down thrust, but we have 3 points of down thrust, and that's the least most important direction. So, yeah, okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and grab... Looks like we have one jet thruster so far. Oh, you know what? We might not have enough iron to do this. Now that I think about it. It's still working on this one. We have... We have no iron left at all. So yeah, we're probably not going to get these done without some more iron. Okay guys, well I guess I'm going to let you go here and go hunt some more iron because we're going to need that to finish it out. And then when we get back, it should be hopefully, you know, back up to max speed and have enough lift to handle a pretty good sized load. So, I'll bring you back with an update here in just a little bit. Bye-bye. All right, guys, we are back. Just went out and got a few more resources while the rest of the thrusters were cooking up. Yeah, see, I don't know why the engines, like, turn off or something. It's just really weird. Not sure what the cause of that is. Okay, now they're back. So, even, you know, I actually waited until the two jet thrusters and two of the mediums were done, and even as it is right now, it actually performs really good. But I'd like to have a little bit of extra headroom with it so that so that we can you know, when we get full and we're weighed down, you know, we still have there. Yeah, that is really weird. There we go. You know, we can still maneuver pretty well, or at the very least, at least handle large loads and still be able to move at all when we're using it, you know, as a hauling vessel. Okay, so let's go ahead and put all of that stuff back into there. Put that stuff into the fridge, and then small vessel, mini fridge. Not that. So there's our two final thrusters there. And those are going to go right behind these guys. so, and like... so. All right. Now, one thing about this vessel is I only have one fuel tank, so we're probably gonna, we're probably gonna run out of fuel frequently. Let's check its CPU. Okay, so that puts us just 16 points over the limit. I think we can handle that. I think we can handle that. I doubt we're gonna have any serious performance problems by being 16 points over from 12,000. I mean, if we in fact do, if I actually notice that, then, like I said, we can take some of these Gatlings off if we have to. We will have to probably remove some Gatlings when we put the mining drills on for asteroids, though. Because that's, you know, if there's ever a time we're going to potentially get attacked, it's when we're doing that. So, you know, we're going to want our full CPU. So right now, you know, it just depends now upon how well our... oh, I missed it again. How well our fuel, you know, situation holds up. There we go. Let's get it down just a bit. So yeah, let's take it for a little test drive here. So you can see we have max acceleration, 70 meters per second. When I do full-on afterburners, we're at 82.9 on the engine, so we're not peaking out the engine. It's got really good, you know, when it's not under a load, it's got very good turning. It's got decent roll, super good acceleration, and of course, we got some pretty amazing lift with it too. Let's take a look at our statistics. So we have 44 degrees of roll, which is good, 38 meters per second of thrust, which is decent. I like to have stuff kind of up in the 40s, but, you know, high 30s isn't bad. 36 meters squared of lift, 47 degrees of yaw, which is really good, and 60 degrees of pitch. I mean, yeah, look at the pitch on this. This is really good, especially the down pitch. Just because of, you know, thruster placement. Now, where we place the thrusters sucks because it looks ugly, but, I mean, that's the way the flight mechanics work in the game nowadays. You pretty much are, you know, if I didn't have to put the thrusters out on the ends of the wings like I did, I would have held them closer into the body and made the ship look a lot sleeker, but unfortunately, that's the way we have to do it. These days in Empyrion. When I say unfortunately, it's kind of a mixed bag. I appreciate that the game has, you know, takes into consideration flight dynamics and flight model, that sort of thing. But at the same time, you know, it makes it kind of hard to make a nice looking ship because of it. So anyways, whatever. Function over form, I suppose. So... yeah, let's look at this again. So our down thrust is a little bit weak, and our strafing is very weak. So that's only 5 meters per second. But, you know, considering that this is an all-purpose vessel, and at least for the time being, the most important factor or the most important function we need of this vessel is hauling, so we can get all of our stuff up to the moon. I'm going to live with that for now. We have pretty poor reverse thrust too, but here again, you know, once we get everything hauled to the moon and, you know, do some mining of asteroids and have a really good, quantity of supplies, you know, then we could modify it and take some of the extensions off, lighten up the mass so that we could then add more thrust for strafing and reverse and that sort of thing. But I'm not really too worried about that right now. Okay, guys. Well, that gets us pretty much where we need to go, I think, with our vessel. So the next step here in all of this is that we need to start moving to the moon. So that's the plan. Looks like our guns are getting some more meat for us here. Oh, woodwalker, even better. 13 chunks of wood. I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, not the prettiest ship I've ever built. You know, those of you who have been watching me for quite some time know that I can make pretty decent ships. I mean, I'm not the best shipbuilder out there, but I'm not the worst either, you know? But here again, function is really all I care about right now, and as ugly as this damn thing is, it is functional and it's doing what we need it to do, so we're going to live with it. We are going to live with it. Alright guys, well, I think we're out of time for this episode, so I'm going to load up as much stuff as I can in this, you know, from the base. And remember that our storage container is actually in the cave, so I'm going to try and leave, you know, some resources in that, so, you know, we still have something here if we need it. But yeah, next episode will be us moving to the moon. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and I just want to remind you that I am going to be away on business in Vegas from August 10th to the 25th, I think it is, so it's about 2 weeks, and during that time I won't be able to make videos. I'm trying to pre-record these for you guys, but we may not have, you know, towards the end of that time, there may not be daily videos, but as soon as I get back, then we'll jump right back into the saddle and keep going. Guys, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.